Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome you into the broadcast here at Russellville. I'm Dylan Conley on behalf of the Mountain Home School District, bringing you today's 5A West Conference action between the home team Russellville Cyclones and the Mountain Home Bombers. Bombers coming into this with a conference record of 2-6, trying to bounce back, trying to get out of this losing streak, see if they can go on a little bit of a winning streak. Russellville coming in hot, I believe tied for second place in the 5A West. About to have the national anthem and the starting lineups here shortly. We will have action for you in just a couple minutes from MJ Hickey Park in beautiful Russellville, Arkansas. Perfect, picturesque afternoon for baseball. 77 degrees, low wind, and sunny here for Bomber Baseball. We'll take a short break. This is Bomber Baseball on the Bomber Sports Network.
Russellville Cyclones. We'd like to welcome you to Russellville High School. We're glad to have you as our guest for today's game. Russellville and Mountain Home are proud members of the Arkansas Activities Association, promoting high standards of conduct and competition. Remember, these are high school athletes competing as friendly rivals. We ask that all fans show sportsmanship, respect officials, coaches, and certainly our student athletes, and avoid any vulgar or disruptive behavior. Let's support the student athletes with class and enthusiasm so we can all enjoy the game. Tonight, Cyclone Baseball is proud to support the Breakthrough T1D nonprofit organization by competing in light blue jerseys sponsored by Wes Frazier. Founded in 1970 by families united by a shared purpose, Breakthrough T1D is a nonprofit organization dedicated to changing the future of type 1 diabetes. Born out of love and determination, Breakthrough T1D is committed to accelerating life-changing breakthroughs to cure, prevent, and treat type 1 diabetes and its complications. Breakthrough T1D is opening doors that were once closed by a T1D diagnosis. By bringing together the brightest minds in research and innovation, this organization is advancing treatments, influencing policy, and improving access to care. The purpose is clear. As they drive towards a cure, we're here to make everyday life better for the millions living with type 1 diabetes. Together, we believe a world without T1D is not only possible, it's within reach. To learn more or get involved, visit breakthrought1d.org. Let's make type 1 diabetes a thing of the past. First off, for the visiting team, the Mountain Home Bombers. Leading off, designated hitter number 7, Drew Haney. Batting second, left fielder number 20, Carter Atkins. Batting third, playing shortstop number 2, Finley Chapin. Batting fourth, playing center field number 4, Ryder McLean. Batting fifth, playing right field number 10, Jackson Court. Batting sixth and catching, number 12, Jax Westcote. Batting seventh and playing third base, number 5, Lincoln Sherry. Batting eighth and playing first base, number 19, Nate Henderson. Batting ninth and playing second base, number 6, Rowan Askew. And pitching for the Bombers, number 11, Ian Ellison. And now the starting lineup for your Russellville Cyclones. Leading off and playing shortstop, number 2, Adam Snyder. Batting second and playing center field, number 11, Tristan Newberry. Batting third, the catcher, number 16, Kay Palmer. Batting fourth and playing first base, number 12, Drew Hill. Batting fifth and pitching for the Cyclones, number 27, Russ Martin. Batting sixth, designated hitter, number 1, Brett Basham. Batting seventh and playing third base, number 99, Zane Keel. Batting eighth and playing left field, number 18, Isaac Hayes. Batting ninth and playing second base, number 10, Colin Stevens. And playing right field, number 9, Eli Neiman. Cyclones are led by head coach Will McCruddy and assistant coach Stormy Taylor. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask that you participate in today's pregame ceremonies by standing for the playing of our national anthem. After the playing of the national anthem, RHS Student Council President Ava Brock will lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance, followed by a moment of silence. Please direct your attention to left center field as we honor America with the playing of the Star-Spangled Banner.
nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
And now, a moment of silence. Thank you. Throwing out tonight, the first pitch for tonight's Breakthrough T1D night is Miss Emily Hall. Emily is 7 years old, and she's in first grade at Center Valley Elementary. Her parents are Zach and Kayla Hall. Emily was first diagnosed with type 1 diabetes in April of 2022. All right, Emily. Go ahead and throw out the first pitch.
Hey, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We welcome you to baseball in beautiful Russellville, Arkansas. Today's 5A West Conference game, the Bombers' 9th game in the 5A West, currently sitting 2-6 in the conference. Got to start getting some wins together. They want to have a chance to go to the state playoffs. Dylan Conley here on the call for you this afternoon. Glad you're here with us on the Bombers Sports Network. Again, a perfect afternoon for baseball. We're going to take a look at the starting lineup for Mountain Home, leading off being the DH this afternoon, Drew Haney. So he continues to recover from that Tommy John surgery. Carter Atkins playing in left, batting second. Batting third, Finley Chafin playing at shortstop. Ryder McLean hitting cleanup out in center field. Right fielder Jackson Corp. Batting sixth, Jax Westcoat, the catcher, number 12. Lincoln Sherry playing third, wearing number 5 and batting seventh. Batting eighth, Nate Henderson playing first base and wearing number 19. And Ron Askew will bat ninth and play second base. Ian Ellison will be on the bump for Mountain Home. They will take on the hefty lefty Russ Martin. He is committed to pitch for the University of Arkansas Little Rock, just down the road from here. As we're ready for baseball, here's the first pitch. Up high for a ball, 1-0. Mountain Home in their road uniforms, blue tops with white lettering and numerals with gold trim and white pants, and a blue belt. It's pitched down the line, foul. Russellville in some special uniforms tonight. They are in light blue tops with white numerals with a Russellville baseball logo across the chest. It is for Type 1 Diabetes Awareness Night. This pitch swung on and missed by Haney, 1-2, along with white pants and a red stripe along the side of the pants. Outfield and infield playing straight up. Here's the 1-2, ground ball to the right side. This is Martin, that is Martin on the mound. That's the second baseman, Stevens, making the play for the first out.
Now batting number 20, Carter Atkins.
I bring up Carter Atkins, a Bomber left fielder. Missed all of football season, had a leg injury. Good to see him back. Saw him out on the football field the other day. Shows bunt, pulls it back. It's a strike anyway. 0-1. Next pitch, Martin working quick. Now it's 0-2. Pitch down low for a ball. Martin ready again. They're going to set up inside. The pitch, ground ball to the right side. This is Stevens again. He's going to make the play on a hop. That's the second out of the inning.
Now batting number 2, Finley Chapin.
I bring up Finley Chapin with 2 gone here in the first inning. Chafin, a Class 5A state tennis champion. Was on the 5A state championship doubles pairing along with him and Pierce Blackman as he stares at a strike, 0-1. Ryder McLean awaits on deck. Ready with the 0-1's Martin. Next pitch in there for a strike. Next pitch, checked his swing. It was still a ball. Hayes, Newberry, and Neiman across the outfield from left to right. Keel, Snyder, Stevens, and Hill across the infield. Cade Palmer's the catcher. Russ Martin's the pitcher, as that next one's up high. 2-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Finley Chafin. This one swung on and missed, a strikeout, so the Bombers go 1-2-3 in the top of the first. Good job by Cade Palmer. Catch that one. He's also committed to Euler. So 1-2-3 go the Bombers. We will head to the bottom of the first inning. Still 1-0.
Donations to Breakthrough T1D. Those donations are encouraged. Get you a burger and some chips. Make a donation to the Breakthrough T1D organization. Also have some raffle tickets available for some great prizes. Those are $5 for 1 ticket, or you can get 5 tickets for $20 in the tent. We're located right behind our visitors section. Got 5 great gift packages available: an Old Bank swag package, a New Mom New You package, a Call of the Wild package, a Heck Yeah Tech Yeah package, and a Drop the Mic package. All high value items. Raffle tickets $5 each, or 5 tickets for $20.
Ian Ellison will tow the slab for Mountain Home. Mountain Home in their blue hats this evening. Forgot to mention that earlier. Here's the starting lineup for the Cyclones of Russellville. Leading off playing shortstop will be Adam Snyder. The center fielder batting second, Tristan Newberry, is committed to the University of Arkansas. Cade Palmer, the Euler commit, catching and hitting third. Hitting cleanup to first baseman Drew Hill. He's signed with Missouri West Plains next year, right down the road. Russ Martin, we mentioned earlier, batting fifth and pitching today. Breck Basham, the DH, batting sixth. Zane Keel, wearing number 99, batting seventh and playing third base. Isaac Hayes, the left fielder, batting eighth. And batting ninth, the second baseman Colin Stevens, wearing number 10. And Eli Neiman will not bat, but he will play in right field today.
Leading off for the Cyclones, number 2, Adam Snyder.
First pitch, a ball, 1-0 from Ian Ellison, the Williams Baptist University golf commit. And one of the better golfers in the state of Arkansas. Always asked me to go golfing. I'm trying not to get embarrassed that bad. Ground ball to the left side. Finley Chafin, the throw to first to Nate Henderson, and he is out.
Now batting number 11, Tristan Newberry.
Tristan Newberry will come to the plate. The defensive alignment for Mountain Home: Carter Atkins, Ryder McLean, Jackson Corp from left to right field, from third to first base. After this first pitch, it's in there for a strike. Lincoln Sherry at third, Finley Chafin at short, Rowan Askew at second base, and Nate Henderson at first. The battery of Ian Ellison on the mound. Jax Westcote behind the plate this afternoon. That pitch is low for a ball, 1-1. Popped up to the right side. Jackson Corp going to move in, make the catch for the second out of the inning.
Now batting number 16, Cade Palmer.
Cade Palmer will stand in now. Two gone here in the first. Ground ball to the left side, barehanded by Kyle Stevens in the dugout. He's going to act like that was no big deal, but I know that hurt. Also working quickly, pops this one up to the right side now, out of play, 0-2. Ellison ready once again. This one's up high. For ball 1-2 now. Also working very quickly. High fly ball into left field, going back Carter Atkins, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for the Mountain Home Bombers. Both teams go 1-2-3 in the first. Played a full inning. There is no score so far here from Russellville, Arkansas. Got a lot of Bomber athletics coming up for you tomorrow. Bomber baseball will be back home for Game 2 of this series. They will be, again, taking on the Cyclones. Lady Bomber softball will be taking place also at 5 p.m. against Siloam Springs. And Bomber and Lady Bomber soccer will be in action beginning at 4 o'clock from Bomber Stadium against the Panthers of Siloam Springs. So a good afternoon of Bomber athletics coming up tomorrow. You're going to keep up to all the scheduling updates. Go to mhbombersports.com and the Mountain Home Athletics app. Right now, times come watch your Bombers perform in front of the home crowd. Only a handful of baseball games after today. There's only 4 baseball games remaining at home. Softball, I believe, has 3 more, and then soccer only has, I believe, also 3 more days at home. So time's running out as that calendar's about to flip over to May. It wasn't too long ago. It was basketball season. So come out, support these kids tomorrow. Again, the baseball, softball begin at 5 o'clock. JV soccer match will begin at 4, but you got all kinds of opportunities, and come support these great student athletes. They're all playing really hard, fighting for playoff seeding or their playoff life in some cases. It's just always fun to watch our kids compete. So to start off the second inning, it'll be Ryder McLean, Jackson Corp, and Jax Westcote. Both of the Jacks will bat second and third here in the second inning. See if Mount Home can get something going here. As baseball is a very superstitious sport. Friday, Greg Crow, the Bomber head coach, normally coaches third base. He flipped over to first base, so he's coaching first base today. Kyle Stevens at third. I wore the same hat I wore Friday as well, so we're trying to get all the good vibes possible. Try to steer the Bombers in the right direction. McLean stares at a ball up and away. 1-0 the count. Next pitch, high fly ball deep into left field. Going back is the left fielder. Making the catch is Hayes. That's a loud out number 1.
Now batting number 10, Jackson Corp.
Jackson Corp will stand in. I believe last year in the doubleheader between Mountain Home and Russellville, there were 6 home runs hit in the doubleheader. Of course, it was a blisteringly windy day. as Corpy stares at a strike, 0-1. There were 6 home runs total in the 2 games. None of them were hit by Mountain Home. That next pitch is a strike. Now it's 0-2 to Jackson Corp, 2-sport athlete. Plays Bomber basketball as well. Ready in the pitch, called, strike 3. Second strikeout of the game for Russ Martin. That's the second out.
Now batting number 12, Jackson Westcote.
Jax Westcote will come stand at the plate. First pitch is a strike. 0-1. Martin and Ellison working quickly today. Next pitch, breaking ball, is a strike. 0-2. Keep you on your toes when pitchers work this quick. Kick and the pitch. Stares at strike 3. Only needed 10 pitches to get through that second inning. 3 strikeouts already for Russ Martin. 1-2-3 go. The Bombers are still hitless here. The top of the second. We'll head to the bottom of the second. Still no score. Here on the Bomber Sports Network. Tomorrow we were scheduled, you could catch all of tomorrow's games at mhbombersports.com, on Bomber Sports Network on YouTube. You can watch the baseball and the soccer games. Softball will be on XL7 TV, but you can watch all the games at mhbombersports.com. Appreciate our friends at XL7 TV for helping us out with that one. So you don't miss a second of the action at home tomorrow. Again, it's supposed to be beautiful weather. See if I can get you a weather forecast for tomorrow. And Mountain Home, well, it's showing the weather for Russellville. Right now it's 77. Couldn't ask for a better day here. It's going to be in the high 70s tomorrow. You get closer to first pitch, it's going to be 78, sunny, and the best part, 0% chance of precipitation. We just haven't had enough rain over the last 2.5, 3 weeks. To start the second inning, it'll be Hill, Martin, and Basham. Ian Ellison will go back to work. Good first inning for Ian Ellison. Only needed 9 pitches to get through that one. A ground out to short and fly balls to right and left field got him out of the first inning. Still no hits in this one. See how Ian does against the heart of the Cyclone lineup of Drew Hill, the first baseman, who is up now. Russellville again in their light blue tops. You might be wondering, didn't Russellville normally wear red? Well, yes, they do, but today it's Type 1 Diabetes Day, Type 1 Diabetes Awareness Day is that first pitch. Check swing, but it's a ball. And swing enough to ask for it down at first base. 1-0, line drive into left field. That's going to be over Chafin's head. The first hit of the ball game for either side. And it's a leadoff hit for Drew Hill.
Now batting, number 27, Russ Martin.
And this will bring up Russ Martin. He's committed to pitch for University of Arkansas at Little Rock. Today's starter, tomorrow's projected starter, Tristan Newberry. He's committed to play at Arkansas. Very good pitching staff here in Russellville. First pitch is a ball from Ellison, 1-0. Ian Ellison set from the neck. And the pitch. Breaking ball catches the zone for a strike, 1-1. Glad you're here with us today on the Bomber Sports Network. Runner at first, breaking ball at the eyes. 2-1. Check on the runner at first. Just lofts it over. Nothing doing. Ellison ready with the 2-1. That's in there for a strike. 2-2. Outfield straight up. Middle of the infield straight up. Lincoln Sherry at the cut of the grass at third base. Check on the runner at first. Just back in safely. And Nate Henderson holding the runner on over at first base. A check again. Yeah, it's a rarity now. You normally don't see this many pickoff attempts in one plate appearance. Thank you, Major League Baseball. Next pitch, down low, counts full. To Russ Martin. Check on first. Back in time is Hill. Ellison ready again. The pitch up high. Now the first 2 men of the inning are on base for the Cyclones.
Now batting, number 1, Breck Basham.
Breck Basham will come to the plate. A name like that, I'd imagine he has some pop in that bat. First and second, nobody gone here in the second. Allison's pitch showing bunt. Just misses the inside part of the plate. 1-0. Allison's ready, showing bunt again, gets the bunt down. Goes over to Sherry, throw to first. They get the out at first, but the runners advance 90 feet. So it's a sacrifice. Everyone gains 90 feet on the bases.
Number 99, Zane Keel.
Zane Keel will stand in now. 2 runners in scoring position for Russellville. Hunter Hines will run over at second base.
Courtesy runner at second base, 57, Hunter Hines.
Swung on, it was foul tipped into the glove, but strike 1. Next pitch, ground ball to the left side, is going to go foul. Colin Stevens awaits on deck. Next pitch just missed the outside part of the plate. 1-2. One-two pitch popped up. It's going to go out of play. Do it again. Pitch 24 coming up for Ian Ellison here. Lined, and here it comes. To the right side. Caught by Rowan Askew. That's the second out. Tried to go get the runner at second. Ball was caught. They say on the transfer he dropped it.
Now batting, number 18, Isaac Hayes.
Isaac Hayes will come to the plate. First pitch he sees is a ball. 1-0. One and 0, checks on it, and he went around 1-1. Outfield straight up. They only need to get one out now. Here comes the 1-1. Line drive into left field. This will be a base hit. Coming home is Hill. Martin will hold at third base, and Russellville has the lead 1-0.
Now batting number 10, Colin Stevens.
Russ Martin advances to third. Hayes now at first base as Colin Stevens will stand in now. First pitch from Ellison, he sees, is up high for a ball, 1-0. Name that may sound familiar to some of you in Mountain Home. Check on the runner at first, not in time. Ty Watkins not in the starting lineup today, has a hamstring issue. He is committed to play at Arkansas State University Mountain Home. Going to be a trailblazer. This pitch swung on and missed. 1-1. Ty wearing Russellville's colors, but in the fall he's going to put on for the city in Mountain Home, as that's bounced in there for a ball. 2-1. That was pitch number 30 for Ian Ellison. Got his brother Reed, if he's watching. He's expecting a baby here soon. Runners at first and third, 2 gone. Here's the 2-1. Catches the plate, 2-2. Again, I've gotten a couple texts again. Those of you tuning in, Russellville wearing baby blue uniforms, like I believe the mid-70s and 80s Cardinals for Type 1 Diabetes Awareness Night. It's a good look. Always a fan of baby blue. Still have the white trousers with a red stripe along the side. The 2-2 swung on and missed, a strikeout. So Ian Ellison leaves 2 men on base. Russellville does push across a run. Head to the top of the third. It is 1-0 in favor of the Cyclones.
We've played 2 innings of baseball. Your score, Cyclones 1, Bombers 0.
Be the top of the order for the Cyclones. Next half inning of Snyder, Newberry, and Palmer. Bottom of the order for Mountain Home coming up here. Lincoln Sherry, the third baseman. Nate Henderson, the first baseman. And the second baseman, Rowan Askew. 3 due up this inning.
Donations are encouraged. We also have raffle tickets available at the tent behind the visitors stand. Some great value prizes. Got a Old Make swag package, a New Mom DV package, Call It a Wild package, Heck Yeah Tech Yeah package, and a Drop the Mic package. Those tickets are $5 each, or you can get 5 tickets for $20. And then all donations headed to Breakthrough T1E organization.
Mountain Home still looking for their first hit in this one. Again, they came here last year for a doubleheader. In the 2 games combined, they only had 1 hit. That 1 hit was a double off the bat of Dawson Dunlap, again, who is out for the season. Well, the Bombers will need at least 2 runs to win this one today. They will start off the top of the third. Lincoln Sherry will come to the plate. Also a member of the Bomber golf team. Lincoln Sherry will stand in against Russ Martin, only at 22 pitches through 2 innings. First pitch from Martin, tapped away, 0-1. Martin ready from the belt. The 0-1 didn't curve enough. It's a breaking ball. 1-1. Here it comes. Fouled away to the right side. 1-2. Contingent of Bomber fans here. A lot of blue in the stadium, mainly because they handed out a bunch of T-shirts for Type 1 Diabetes Awareness Night. A lot of royal blue, however, here. Comes the 1-2 to Lincoln Sherry. Swung on and missed in the dirt. They got to make a throw to first. Palmer's throw is good over at first. And that's out number 1.
Now batting number 19, Nate Henderson.
Strikeout number 4 for Russ Martin. 4 of the last 5 batters have gone down by way of the strikeout. First pitch is a strike. 0-1. Martin and Ellison both working quickly. Breaking ball just missed. 1-1. This one fouled down the line. One and two. Quick peek at the conference standings. Top of the standings, Goblins of Harrison 7-1. Russellville second at 6-2. A two-way tie for third between Greenwood and Farmington. Alma 4-4 on the season, sitting fifth. Van Buren a game ahead of the Bombers in 6th place. Mount Home sitting 7th, 2-6. Their only 2 wins came against Siloam as this was chopped up the middle. Good play over at short by Snyder. Throw to first is not in time. Say it drug him off the bag. So Nate Henderson is on over at first base. Call it an error. The throw is on target. They got him. That'll bring up Rowan Askew.
Now batting number 6, Rowan Askew.
So the first base runner of the game for the Bombers is Nate Henderson. This is bunted, popped up. It's going to go out of play. 0-1. A 1 to Askew, showing bunt again, pulls it back. It's a ball. 1-1. Nate had a big secondary lead there at first. Stumbled slightly. The 1-1 showing bunt again. Check on the runner at first. Throw is dropped, and he's back safely. 2-1 now. Headsy play by Palmer. Try to catch Nate sleeping there at first. The 2-1 now showing bunt. Can't get it down, but it's still a strike. Keel started to sprint in. Playing at the cut of the grass along third base. Showing bunt again. It's up high. Throw to first. Throw is high. Nate's back in without a slide, and the count's full. Full count, 1 gone here in the 3rd inning. Bombers have something cooking here. Can they turn the stove on? A 3-2 to Askew. Didn't go, and it's a walk. Nate Henderson moves to second, and Askew is on base with a walk, and that turns over to the top of the lineup for Drew Haney.
Now batting number 7, Drew Haney.
Scoob grounded out to second base his first time up. He's 0 for 1. Other games in action in the 5A West. Alma's at Farmington. The Goblins entertaining Van Buren, and Siloam Springs making the trip to Greenwood. See if we can get scores in as they come in. First pitch to Haney's a strike, 0-1. Martin at 38 pitches with this next pitch. Let's see, I believe Greenwood Sports Center streams Greenwood's game. Let's see if they're allowed there. Let's see how that's going over there. I believe that's at Greenwood. Next pitch, the ball inside. They're only in the top of the second. Greenwood up 7-0 on Siloam Springs. And Greenwood's a tough place to play. Next pitch bounced in, 2-1. Very intimidating when you look at the outfield wall. Everything near the outfield wall. The, I believe, 22 conference championship stickers out there on the wall as Haney calls time. I don't think anyone else has a live stream right now going. That's the only one we can keep track of for you right now. Next pitch to Haney, fouled out of play. 2-2 now. Runners at first and second with one gone. Nate Henderson, the runner at second. Rowan Askew, the runner at first. Beautiful afternoon for baseball. The 2-2 pitch, swung on and missed, a strikeout. There's 2 gone in the inning. That is strikeout number 5 for Russ Martin. And that'll bring up Carter Atkins.
Now batting number 20, Carter Atkins.
Carter's only a junior. He'll be back next year. Expecting to have a good season on the gridiron as a wide receiver for the Bombers. First pitch he sees, breaking ball, misses 1-0. Field straight up, infield straight up. They're holding the runner at first base. Right to the first baseman Hill. He'll take it himself. 2 men on.
Russellville 1, Mountain Home 0.
There's your line score right now. Cruising along here as we head to the bottom of the third. They're only going to play 1 game today. They're going to have the JV contest afterwards. Won't have that game for you. We stream all the JV games at home. It's finishing things off on my scorecard right here. Top of the lineup due up for the Cyclones of Russellville. It'll be Adam Snyder, Tristan Newberry, Cade Palmer, a shortstop, center fielder, and catcher, respectively. Our normal center fielder, Ty Watkins, is out with hamstring injury. Why is that name significant? He's going to be a mountain homie here in the fall. He's going to go play for the Trailblazers at ASUMH here in the common season. They're wrapping up their season. They have a pretty strong season. Looks like it's going to be another 20, 25 win season. Their second year of existence. Of course, they just went through a coaching change. Don't know much about it. Probably shouldn't even talk about it a whole lot, but it's been reported, so it's not like it's breaking news. I've gone out to a game or two, watch ASU play. It's a fun experience. Pretty good baseball team. They get players from all over the state. Obviously, they got a kid from Russellville obviously going there, but I think outside, well, there might be, I think there's one from Harrison now that I think about it, but I think every team that we play has a kid that's either going or is getting recruited by ASU Mountain Home. So they're trying to keep up with the Joneses in their conference. That includes National Park. Who else is in there? North Ark's in there. Just off the top of my head. First pitch in there, breaking ball for a strike. 0-1. Oh, the community college in West Memphis. I can't remember the name of it. I believe it's ASU Mid-South. Wow, I guess that's a strike. 0-2. Here's the 0-2, setting up outside, up high for a ball, 1-2. But for a new program to go and win, I believe it was 35 games last year. That's quite impressive. This is chopped down the line, foul. That's pitch number 36 for Ian Ellison. The absolute max is 110. So he's very far away from that. And I think they'll use all 110 if they need to. Now, if he's in the middle of an at-bat and he gets to that number, he could finish the at-bat. The 2-2 from Ellison. High fly ball deep into left field. Atkins only has to move a couple steps to his left. Makes the catch for the first out.
Now batting, number 11, Tristan Newberry.
Tristan Newberry. Future Razorback will stand in. We'll see him tomorrow. He's the projected Game 2 starter. First pitch he looks at's a strike, 0-1. Of course, Martin and Newberry, I think, to be honest, best 1-2 pitch and punch in our conference as he swings and misses at a strike. Again, the Bombers came here last year. They were no hit in the first game and got one hit the second game. But those guys were underclassmen. 0-2, just missed, 1-2. Here comes the 1-2, checked his swing. It's a ball. 2-2, Westcote through third base. Thinking there's going to be a strikeout. Immediately turned and apologized to the home plate umpire. Here's the 2-2. Just misses, counts full. Only 2 hits in this game. The Cyclones have both of them. Here's the 3-2 from Ellison. High fly ball to center. McLean ranging backwards. He'll make the catch out in center for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, number 16, Cade Palmer.
I'll bring up the catcher, Cade Palmer. His father, Brad Palmer, a assistant women's basketball coach for Arkansas Tech down the road. That first pitch is fouled away, 0-1. Ellison at 45 pitches. 0-1, swung on and missed. Big cut out of Palmer. It's 0-2 to the Euler commit. There's the 0-2, bounced in there. 1-2. Kicks and deals from Ellison. High fly ball to center. Ryder McLean ranging to his left, and he's got it. So 1-2-3 go. The Cyclones once again head to the top of the fourth. 1-0 in favor of the Cyclones.
No hits, no runs, no errors in the inning. We play 3 of baseball. Your score, Cyclones 1, Bombers 0.
It'll be Hill, Martin, and Basham due up in the next half inning for the Cyclones. This half inning, Finley Chafin, Ryder McLean, and Jackson Corp due up for Mountain Home. 3, 4, 5 in the lineup card. The meat and cheese of the lineup. They'll be due up. Bombers got to start stringing some wins together. It is stringing some wins together to get into the state tournament. They sit 2-6 on the season so far, but all 6 of those losses they could have easily turned into wins. The good thing is the things that they need to do to win are things that they are in control of. The next road broadcast of Bomber Athletics will have Bombers soccer for you on Friday. We'll be in Van Buren as the Bombers and Lady Bombers will take on the Pointers. That's a big game for the Lady Bombers, at least. Boys, I got to look at the standings, but I know the girls are fighting for 4th place right now, which is even harder since they're in a 9-team league versus everyone else who's in an 8-team league.
I see Brad Palmer sitting there too. Brad, you got your raffle tickets purchased, buddy?
Shiloh Christian only has girls soccer.
And you may have to
They do not have a boys soccer team, and they do not have a softball team. So for the Title IX issues that you may think that they have baseball and only girls soccer, so that balances each other out. If they had softball or boys soccer, that would create more of an issue. But as we'll head to the top of the fourth again, middle of the lineup due for Mountain Home. We'll also have Lady Bombers softball for you. Our friend Kurt Drury's going to set up his iPad over there so you can watch that game. That's a big game for Mountain Home. Lady Bombers win that one. They will stay in the fight for the state playoffs. They had a loss the other night against Russellville. That was 5-4. Now, they beat Russellville by 1, and Russellville beat them by 1, so it's got to go to a whole line of tiebreakers if they end up tied with the same record. First pitch is a strike, 0-1. Martin again, first pitch. He has a ball, 1-1. So Bombers got to start stringing together some wins. After today, though, they will have 4 of their last 5 conference games at home. This is shot to the left side, foul out of play. 1-2 now. Finley Chafin, a Bomber shortstop. And the pitch, fouled again to the left side. Good crowd on hand here. 1-2 to the left side. It's going to get foul. A lot of Cyclones in the stands, a lot of lawn chairs over there, even on the left side. There's the 1-2, swung on and missed. How are you, sir? I can't complain. So it's a strikeout, Finley Chafin. That is strikeout number 6 for Russ Martin. This one fouled away by Ryder McLean. Ryder scored his final point of his high school career, was his 1,000th in basketball. The Bomber 2 3/4 year starter. Didn't start the first 4 or 5 games his sophomore year. And he got thrown in the starting lineup and never left. This one's down the line, foul. That's pitch 51 for Russ Martin. Again, that number's unofficial, by the way. The only official number for pitch count is in the official book, which is not me, as that's called strike 3 at the knees-ish. That's the second out. That is strikeout number 7.
Number 10, Jackson Corp.
Jackson Corp, he struck out his last time up. They're hanging a bunch of Ks out in right field. Keep track. They're going to run out of Ks. Things don't change quickly. This pitch is a ball, 1-0. Breaking ball's a strike, 1-1. You know, it's not, you say, Ian's our number 1 guy. You could see, a lot of schools, it's very obvious who the number 1 guy is, and then their number 2 is. This is chopped up the middle, and the Bombers are in the hit column. Jackson Corp is on base with a 2-out single. It's really easy to say, who number 1, number 2 is, but Russellville, they got 2 number 1s. I mean, they get in the state tournament, which it looks like they will be. You got a good shot with 2 arms of the stature of Martin and Newberry. Jack's Westcoat will stand in. Corp gets a lead off at first. First pitch, breaking ball inside part of the plate. 0-1. Next pitch, ground ball back to Martin. Good play on the mound. He's going to underhand toss it to Hill at first. Crisis is averted for the Cyclones. Bombers will strand a runner at first, only their third stranded runner of the game. Bombers will have Sherry, Henderson, and Askew due up in the next half inning. We head to the bottom of the fourth. Cyclones still lead it 1-0 here on the Bomber Sports Network. Zooming along here in Russellville, 1-0 our score. Cyclones with the lead. Bombers do get in the hit column. Want to give a big thank you to the Russellville School District for allowing us to be here. There's some schools that go to other schools. They don't have that luxury. Starts with Mickey Duval sending me some stuff. Mickey Duval, who does great on the radio, doing the game today. And Russellville Athletic Director Ben Goodman over there. The Cyclone Hall of Famer and one of the best track coaches the state's ever seen. That first pitch is a strike, 0-1. This one's down the line, foul, 0-2. This is Drew Hill, the first baseman. He's committed to Missouri State West Plains. Right down the road from Mountain Home. Swung on and missed a strikeout. That is the second strikeout of the game for Ian Ellison. That's the Grizzlies over there in West Plains.
Now, number 27, Russ Martin.
As Russ Martin will come to the plate, just a slew of college baseball players here on the roster. Everyone from Euler to Arkansas, ASU, Mountain Home even. It's a high fly ball into right. Jackson Corp settled into that one for the second out. So one pitch and another out. And Martin's retired.
Now back, number 1, Breck Basham.
Breck Basham, the DH for the Cyclones. He will come to the plate. The designated hitter out via a sacrifice last time up. The first two batters of the inning came up, and he moved them all 90 feet. This is a breaking ball low, 1-0. Check down at first, and umpire just shook his head. Oh, it's a strike. Next pitch is a ball, 2-1. Normally the field umpire is supposed to give a signal instead of, well, he shook his head. That's I guess a good enough signal. That's strike. Again, the umpire gave a strike 3 signal on strike 2. There. Well, 2-2 now, as that's fouled away. Still 2-2. The next pitch just missed. Counts full. There's the 3-2. This is chopped back to the screen. Count is still full. Russellville leading 1-0. Big game for both teams. Russellville still trying to stay place in first, or try to keep up with first, as this one's fouled away. Mountain Home trying to fight back into it, into the top 4. Here comes the 3-2. Ground ball to the left side. Finley Chafin will throw over to Nate Henderson. Another 1-2-3 inning for Ian Ellison. Played 4 full. Still 1-0 in favor of the Cyclones. Been a good game for Mountain Home so far. Good, clean game. Take a short, low break. 1-0 Cyclones here on the Bomber Sports Network. Back here on the Bomber Sports Network, Lincoln Sherry is going to lead us off. It is the 7, 8, 9 hitter, Sherry, Henderson, and Askew. Had a good attack last time they were up. First pitch, Lincoln looks at, a strike, 0-1. Lincoln struck out his first time up. 6 o'clock local time here in Russellville. First pitch, chopped to the right side. Stevens will make the play. Throw over to Hill at first base. That's the first out of the inning.
Now batting number 19, Nate Henderson.
Nate Henderson will come to the plate, part of a Bomber offensive line that only allowed, I believe, 4 sacks all year. As checks a swing, it's a strike anyway, 0-1. Time called to home plate. Now we're ready. 0-1. Line drive to right field, a base hit. So Nate Henderson's on base. The bottom third of the lineup doing damage for the Bombers. As we're going to have a pinch runner at first base. It's going to be Tate Cudworth.
Shiner at first base, number 31, Tate Cudworth.
So Tate Cudworth going to run at first base. A lot of speed in the family. His older sister Marcy running track and cross country she was formerly at Arkansas Tech. Now she's at Arkansas Little Rock, finishing out her career. Has a slew of records at Mountain Home. Check on the runner at first. He's back safely. Also the daughter of one of the leaders of our baseball booster club, Stephanie Cudworth, the son of Stephanie Cudworth. As Askew gets the bunt down, pretty good bunt. Cudworth's going to be safe at second. Throw to first. He is out. It was a close play at first. Greg Crow not happy about it. But he gets the job done. So now it puts Tate Cudworth in scoring position. Just a sacrifice for Askew.
Now batting number 7, Drew Haney.
Lineup will flip over for Drew Haney. Chris Cudworth, also an assistant baseball coach. That's Tate's father. A lot of Cudworths everywhere. All over our Bomber programs. Cudworth at second. 2 gone here in the 5th. First pitch to Drew Haney is a ball. 1-0. Scoop told me he's going to do a little bit of throwing here in about a month and a half after his Tommy John surgery in the fall. Love to see him back on the mound. Next pitch, 1-1. Outfield straight up, infield's maybe a step shallow than they usually are. There's the 1-1. To the left side, this one is going to be a tough play over at short, and the Bombers will have runners at first and third with 2 gone.
Now batting number 20, Carter Atkins.
I don't know, would y'all call that a hit? Or yeah, infield hit. That's what I leaning towards that. Infield hit for Drew Haney. A 3rd hit of the ball game for the Bombers. First pitch, a strike. 0-1. The Bombers now out hitting the Cyclones. But Russellville still leading 1-0. There's the 0-1 to Carter. Ground ball back up the middle. Russ Martin is going to underhand it to first. Bombers leave runners at first and third. We will head to the bottom of the 5th. Still 1-0.
No runs on 2 hits, no errors.
That's back-to-back innings that the Bombers have had runners in scoring position but have grounded back to the pitcher.
Still got time to buy those raffle tickets, $5 each, or you can get 5 tickets for $20. Again, all donations going to Breakthrough Type 1 Diabetes organization.
It'll be Finley Chafin, Ryder McLean, and Jackson Corp due up in the next half inning.
There's some old bank swag. There's a new mom, new you package. There's a call of the wild package. There's a heck yeah, tech yeah package, and a drop the mic package. We want to thank our sponsors, West Fraser, for the game day jerseys. I want to thank our friends at Bullet Team Sports for printing those jerseys up for us. Certainly thanks to First Security Bank for grilling out for us today. Various private donations throughout the community. River Oaks Calls, Quail Hall Cattle Company, Pasta Grill, Old Bank, Ladue Bayou Clothing Company, Georgia Carpet Mills, Cogswell Motors, our friends at Brangus Steakhouse, and ATU Athletics. Thanks again, Emily Hall, for throwing out our first pitch tonight. And thanks to our friends, family, and community for supporting tonight's efforts.
Ian Ellison back to work for the Bombers here in the 6th inning.
A couple more innings to get those tickets purchased.
Or should be the 5th inning.
We encourage our friends from Mountain Home to participate as well.
It'll be Zane Keel, Isaac Hayes, and Colin Stevens due up in this half inning. Bombers running out of time. Still 1-0 though. Plenty of baseball left as Keel will stare at a strike, This one's up the middle. Or it's caught by Chafin. It's short. What a throw. What a play by Finley Chafin. I looked down. I thought it was going to be a hit, and Chafin got there quickly and made a great play for the first out.
Number 18, Isaac Hayes.
As sure-handed as there is at shortstop, Finley Chafin making an excellent play on the right side of second base for the first out. First pitch is a ball. 1-0. Next pitch, a strike. 1-1. 65 pitches so far for Ellison. This will be 66. Cruising along. This goes to the screen. 2-1. Swung on and missed. 2-2. Ellison's been very sharp this afternoon. Both of the hits he gave up were in the third inning. Swung on and missed. Another strikeout. Strikeout number 3 for Ian Ellison.
Now batting, number 10, Colin Stevens.
So that was the second inning. As a matter of fact, every other inning has been a 1-2-3 inning for Ian Ellison except for the second inning. Chop back to the screen, 0-1. I'll have Bomber and Lady Bomber soccer for you Friday right here from Pointer Country over in Van Buren. That's a 5 p.m. start. All once fouled away by Stevens. Ellison's next pitch is a ball. 1-2. Here it comes. This is fouled away. I know that hurt. Umpire's going to take a second here. Still 1-2. That was pitch 71 for Ian Ellison, the Williams Baptist golf commit. Anytime your golf score starts with a 6 at our golf course, you're doing pretty good. That's a ball. 2-2. One to nothing Russellville. 2-2 the count. 2 gone here in the fifth. The pitch swung on and missed. Ian Ellison mows him down. Another 1-2-3 inning for him. His fourth 1-2-3 inning. That is strikeout number 4 for Ellison. Ian didn't hear no bell. He's going to go down fighting. It will be Finley Chafin, Ryder McLean, and Jackson Corp due up in the next half inning. Bombers 6 more outs to get at least 1 more run. Bombers out hitting Russellville. 3 hits to 2, but a very clean game by both sides. Only the 1 error, and it was a heck of a play to keep it from being more by Drew Hill, the first baseman. He had to dive to recover a throw from the shortstop Snyder. And the fact it was that close was a miracle. If he was, say he's about 6'2", if he was about 6'3", that would have been an out. So Bombers have only left 5 on so far. Russellville has left 4 on base. Or excuse me, 3 on base. And a very quick ball game right now. It did start a little late. It was 5 minutes past 5. We started at 6:12 here local time. Bombers got to start getting something cooking here. They've had all the ingredients. They just can't get the meal finished.
Leading off for the Bombers, number 2, Finley Chafin.
Finley Chafin will come to the plate. Lead off the 6th. First pitch he sees, high fly ball into left field. Going back is the left fielder Hayes. He'll make the catch. So 1 pitch, 1 out for Russ Martin.
Number 4, Ryder McClain.
Very loud out number 1. This will be Martin approaching the 70s in pitches. First pitch to Ryder McClain's a strike, 0-1. This will be pitch number 70 coming up here, as a matter of fact. Time called at home plate by Ryder McClain. Martin ready for the belt. Pitch to McClain, chopped to the left side. This will be a tough play. Keel can't get it, and Ryder McClain's on base. Be an infield hit for Ryder McClain.
Now batting number 10, Jackson Corp.
Jackson Corp will come to the plate. He had a single his last time up. He's 1 for 2 with a single and a strikeout. Here's the 0-1. Ryder thought about going. He had a longer secondary lead than usual, trying to bait a throw. First pitch is a ball to Corp. Call's been called by Coach Greg Crow, who's now at first base instead of coaching third like he normally does. Corp had to check the index card in his back pocket, see what they're wanting here. Here's the 1-0. McClain's going to go. This goes to the screen. Ryder's going to be in safely at second base. Now it's a 2-0 count. Now the Bombers have a runner in scoring position with 1 gone here in the 6th inning. Yeah, this is a varsity JV doubleheader. The completion of this game, they'll sweep the field and play, I believe, a 5-inning JV game. Here's the 2-0. That bounces in. Ball 3. McClain represents the tying run at second base. Game 2 of this series will be tomorrow, back in the friendly confines of Pittsfield at McClain Park. The 3-0 on the way, and it's ball 4, so Jackson Corp, it's a 4-pitch walk. Now the Bombers have runners at first and second with 1 gone for Jackson Westcoat. It's just Jax Westcoat. I added the "un" there for some reason, as Coach McCrotty is going to come out of the dugout, talk to his pitcher. It's just Coach McCrotty, Cade Palmer, and Russ Martin on the mound in this meeting. And those of you wondering, why is Russellville wearing baby blue? It is Type 1 Diabetes Awareness Night. They had a big ceremony pregame, and a lovely ceremony. I enjoyed it. They had a cute little girl throw out the first pitch. Pretty good pitch. They're having a fundraiser, I believe, here too as well. Always doing cool stuff in Russellville, it seems like. 1 gone here in the 6th. Runners at first and second with 1 gone. McClain represents the run at second as Westcoat calls time. McClain at second, Corp at first. The pitch fouled away to the right side, 0-1. One from Martin. Breaking ball is a strike. 0-2. Westcote calls time at the plate. Martin checks the runner at second. The 0-2 pitch, swung on and missed, a strikeout. That's a big strikeout for the Cyclones here. Westcote's retired. That is strikeout number 7 for Russ Martin. Russ Martin pitching for Russellville. Lincoln Sherry will come to the plate now. 0-2, fouls this one to the screen. 0-1. Martin approaching 80 pitches. This will be number 79 coming up here. Here's the 0-1. Breaking ball towards the head. 1-1. At eye level, not towards his head, excuse me. Nate Henderson awaits on deck. Hopefully with a chance to do some damage. The 1-1 to Sherry. Fouled away. It's 1-2. McLean at second, Corp over at first. It's a big pitch coming up. The 1-2 to the left side, caught by the third baseman. That is Zane Keel. It was a hard hit to the third baseman. But it doesn't matter. It's an out all the same. Bombers leave 2 runners on. They get 2 hits in the half inning. It will be Henderson, Askew, and Drew Haney. The last chance for the Bombers in the 7th inning. As we move to the bottom of the 6th. Ian Ellison will go back to work. It will be the top of the order for the Cyclones. Adam Snyder, Tristan Newberry, and Cade Palmer. They are a combined 0-for-6 so far in this game. It's been a very quick and efficient game for both sides. Only 6 hits total. The Bombers are out-hitting the Cyclones, 4 hits to 2. But Russellville leads 1-0. Again, mentioned earlier, every inning except for the second inning has been a 1-2-3 inning for the Cyclones, as they were able to get both their hits in that inning and push across the game's lone run. Glad you're here with us on the Bomber Sports Network. I'm Dylan Conley, bringing you all the action here. This will be pitch 74 coming up for Ian Ellison. As the Governor Sanders has named the new official state dog for the state of Arkansas, the Labrador Retriever. That is breaking news into KTLO. So if you have a Labrador Retriever at home, that is now the official state dog of the state of Arkansas. As this is down the line, coming over Jackson Corp, can't get there, but good hustle by him. That's the big breaking news statewide that Governor Sanders has named the Labrador Retriever the new state dog, the inaugural state dog of Arkansas. This one lined up the middle. That's a hard hit. The leadoff hitter's on. That is Snyder. A third hit of the game for the Cyclones. Tristan Newberry will come to the plate. So the leadoff hitter on for the Cyclones for Arkansas pitching commit Tristan Newberry. Let's check on the runner at first. Nothing doing. Of course, Arkansas does not have an official state cat, but the mockingbird has been the state's bird since 1929. Runner going. This is going to be off Ellison's glove, off the umpire as well. I believe everyone's going to be safe. That's a dead ball, but it'll be a hit. So now runners at first and second. That actually might have saved the Bombers because it might have sent Snyder to third base. Cade Palmer will come to the plate. As Greg Crow calls time, he's going to meander his way to the mound. Ian's only at 76 pitches, so he might ride it out here. On home, no runs on 4 hits, no errors in the game. Been a clean game for them. 1 error for Russellville. They scored 1 run on 4 hits. The 1 error was, if the kid was about an inch taller at first base, it wouldn't have been an error. It was a heck of a play just to get to that ball by the shortstop Snyder. Just threw a little wide, but it was a great play by the first baseman Hill to even get a glove on that, let alone catch it. Nobody gone the 6th. The first pitch fouled away. 0-1. Here comes the 0-1. That's a strike, 0-2. Glad you're here with us on the Bomber Sports Network today. They're over to second, not in time. Ellison checks the runners, will step off. Game 2 of this series will be at 5 o'clock tomorrow at McLean Park. The 0-2 from Ellison, breaking ball at the eyes, 1-2. One-two pitch back to the screen, still 1-2. Shadows starting to creep in here in Russellville. Still about an hour and a half away from sunset. The 1-2 from Ellison goes back to the screen. The runners will advance 90 feet. So it's 2-2, but now runners in scoring position for the Cyclones. See if Greenwood Cyclones is finished up yet. We'll check in a moment here after this pitch. Here's the 2-2, high fly ball into center field. Ryder McLean's going to come in and make the catch. They're going to check. They're going to throw home, and wow, they kept the runner at third. Good throw by Ryder. So Greenwood pouring it on against Siloam Springs, 15-1 right now.
Now batting number 12, Drew Hill.
That's a big first out for Mountain Home as Drew Hill will come to the plate. He is 1 for 2 with a single and a strikeout. 16-1 now in favor of the Bulldogs of Greenwood. The game is at Greenwood, a very tough place to play. Oh and 1 to Drew Hill. Drew's going to go play again at Missouri West Plains next year. Next pitch bounces in there. Good job by Jacks to block that one. 1-1 now. Don't have any other updates for you right now. If I get them, they will be pushed across for you here. The 1-1, up high, 2-1. Outfield straight up, maybe a little shallow. Infield playing at the cut of the grass. A ground ball would not score a run if it's fielded. This is fouled away on a check swing. So 2-2 now to Drew Hill. The Russ Martin on deck. This will be pitch 87 for Ian Ellison. The pitch fouled away once again. This is a big point in this game. Ellison ready for the 0-2 breaking ball, fly ball into left field. Atkins and McLean will go back. Atkins will make the catch. This will score the run. Runner won't advance to third though, but Russellville leads 2-0. Snyder comes in to score. Newberry stays at second base.
Russ Martin.
So it's a sac fly for Drew Hill, and Russ Martin will come to the plate. With a runner at second and 2 gone. Ian approaching the 90 pitch mark. As Ian will face his pitching counterpart, Russ Martin. Ian steps off, looks the runner back to second. First pitch to the ball, 1-0. As they're just going to walk Russ Martin.
Now batting number 1, Brett Basham.
Probably not a bad idea, as Russ Martin, one of the more dangerous hitters in the lineup. So it's an intentional base on balls for Russ Martin as they will face Breck Basham now. First pitch to Basham is a ball. That was pitch 90 for Ian Ellison. Basham 0 for 1 with a ground out to short. He does have a sacrifice earlier. Here's the 1-0. Runners looked like they weren't going, but they weren't. This is fouled away to the screen. 1-1. 1-1 from Ellison. A pitch. It's a breaking ball, 1-2. Mountain Home can get out of here with only 1 run given up. You'll take that. Here's the next pitch to the left side. Going to be fielded by Chafin. He'll go to second to get the force out. And that will do it for the top of the bottom of the 6th. 1 run on 1 hit.
Cyclones score 1 run on 2 hits.
2 hits, excuse me.
Right at the top of the 7th, your score, Cyclones 2, Bombers 0.
Mountain Home will need 2 runs to tie and 3 to take the lead.
This will be your last inning to get raffle tickets. We're going to draw over all of these great prizes after the varsity game. Again, you can get 1 ticket for $5 or 5 tickets for $20. Some great prize packages located right behind the visitor stands. Again, final call during the 7th inning to get your tickets for tonight's raffle. Thank you for supporting Breakthrough T1D organization.
Got some scores for you. Van Buren leading the Goblins of Harrison 4-3. Don't know what inning. Have a update. Siloam Springs and Farmington. Farmington has defeated Siloam Springs 20-5 in their game today. JV game's going on now, and it's 15-1 in favor of the Bulldogs of Greenwood. I believe that's the 5th inning that Van Buren and Harrison are in. Top of the 7th now. Bombers need 2 to tie to send this one to the bottom of the 7th. That first pitch swung on and missed by Nate Henderson. Next pitch from Nate. That's that one, 0-2. Henderson, Askew, and then the top of the lineup, Drew Haney, due up. Martin's 84th pitch is a strikeout to start the 7th. On home down to their final 2 outs.
Now batting number 6, Rowan Askew.
Russellville still with only 1 loss in conference play. A split with the Goblins of Harrison, who are atop alone in the conference. The 5th inning, I believe, right now. Van Buren and Harrison. Last check. It's 4-3 Van Buren. This one's fouled away, 1-1. The other scores. Greenwood still up on Siloam 16-1, and Farmington defeating Siloam 20-5. A lot of runs being scored today. Not so much in this one, as it's 2-1. Two and one to Rowan Askew. Next pitch, breaking ball. It's a good pitch. That's a strike. 2-2. Top of the lineup, and Drew Haney waits on deck. And the 2-2 swung on and missed. A strikeout for Russ Martin. And strikeout number 9 for the Cyclones. Bombers projected to face Tristan Newberry tomorrow, the Arkansas commit. First pitch to Haney, big cut. Swung on and missed, 0-1. Time called at home plate. That was pitch 90 for Russ Martin. Bombers looking to avoid falling 2-7 in conference play. A pitch, ground ball to the right side. It will stay fair, and that's going to do it. This one belongs to Russellville. The ball game is over. The final score, Bombers lose this one 2-0. Good hard-fought game for the Bombers. The final line score for this one, Russellville wins 2-0. They scored 2 runs on 4 hits. They had 1 error. Mountain Home had no errors in the game, only 1 walk. They gave up 4 hits, or they had 4 hits. They did not score a run. So Mountain Home falls to 2-7 in conference play. They more than likely will need to win the rest of their games in conference play to have a chance to go make it to state. But it's doable. They've done it before. So the next game for them will be tomorrow. They'll take on these very same Russellville Cyclones in beautiful Mountain Home at McLean Park. First pitch will be at 5 p.m. That'll also be a varsity JV doubleheader. Again, that will begin at 5 p.m. A Lady Bomber softball team will be in action tomorrow as well at 5 p.m. as they'll take on Siloam Springs. They need that win. Lady Bombers need to have a good week this week to try to stay in the fight for a 3rd or 4th place finish in the conference. And then the Lady Bomber soccer teams will welcome Siloam Springs to Bomber Stadium. JV begins at 4. The varsity games will be at 5:15 and 7 o'clock. If you can't make it out to any of the games at our beautiful parks for what should be a beautiful afternoon, you can catch everything at mhbombersports.com. You can catch the baseball and soccer games at the Bomber Sports Network, and you can catch the softball games on XL7 Sports on YouTube. So again, the final score from Russellville in a game that only took 1 hour and 36 minutes. Russellville wins this one 2-0. The Bombers again fall to 2-7 in conference play. Next broadcast, Bomber Athletics. A fancy broadcast like this will be Friday as Bomber soccer teams will head to Van Buren, take on the Pointers over in Pointer Country. So that's going to do it for our coverage today. We're going to pack up. We won't have the JV game for you. We stream all the JV games at home. We won't do it here. We got to get packed up and out of here. But that's going to do it for our coverage today from Russellville. Thank you to everyone at Russellville making this possible. But we're going to pack up and get out of here again. The final score, Bombers lose this one 2-0. We will see you back tomorrow at McLean Park or Bomber Stadium. On behalf of the Mountain Home School District, I'm Dylan Conley, wishing you a good rest of your evening. And once again,